has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing stadium here in Las Vegas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Las Vegas Raiders. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. He gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. It's a penalty marker down. Off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Being chased out left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to...
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenny Galladay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And a Colts first down.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's third and short.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play.
Kaepernick now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
To number 83.
From 6 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 28-yard line.
A nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. And that'll set him back 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Nyheim Hines, the ball carrier. A gain of 2. Brings us
7-7, our score after 1.
6-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
To throw, Kaepernick. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point.
No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
At the 25-yard line, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And that's caught inside the 35.
All you got to do is look it up.
He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
39-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. intended receiver that time was Josh Jacobs. And now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing his car on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's Rodgers on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Complete.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
6-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
Kaepernick going to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
18 on the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Marquise Goodwin. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll
Score Colts 21, Raiders 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after after the incomplete pass brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For the extra point.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for the 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll get this one to Galladay. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
Why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Prater. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And he returns this to the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Andy Isabella, 78 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
at their own 23-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Recovered by Indianapolis.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. They hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, Kaepernick. He'll find Lindsey here. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Another run by Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The kick is good.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. Third down here.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now Caffey's going to look to run. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Good one, able to haul it in. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down now, it's Lenzik. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for a
rush coming, and he's taken down. Julian Blackmon in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He'll let this go deep for runs. And it's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A run on 1st down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Josh Jacobs. That's good for a Las Vegas.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The quick slant caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Second and 2.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and it's into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Colts 48, Raiders 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
That's good.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again. Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
at the 21-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. They'll rifle it. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Indianapolis.
On the counter, Lindsey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Trey Burton there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Taken from about the 12. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
There's nothing. We got him.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
9-yard gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? He tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
No better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the go place.
Said if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy?
Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's snow, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body.
Done. Hey, I don't know no better.